Let's count down the top 10 hidden gems of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Number 10, the most picturesque park. When it comes to pictures, everyone's got their picture with the Tree of Life, which is absolutely beautiful, but a real hidden gem in Animal Kingdom is how many picturesque features there are around that aren't the Tree of Life. If you're looking for pictures that every other guest isn't gonna have, we've got you covered. Animal Kingdom might be the most photogenic park of any of them, and here are some of our favorite photo spots. The floating rocks in Pandora, the Fish Fellow Wall, You Are the Most Beautiful Wall, the Lion King mural, the backside of the Tree of Life, Maharaja Jungle Trek, the shrine in Asia that lines up with Everest, and the Jungle Ruins tree. Now, these spots may not have PhotoPass photographers, but that is the beauty. That means that everybody won't have the exact same photo you do. So maybe take turns with your friends and family getting that perfect shot. And you can even find a couple of characters that are a little bit harder to find. Rafiki and Timon can both be met in Disney's Animal Kingdom at Rafiki's Planet Watch. There's limited hours that those two are available, but you can find their times in the My Disney Experience app. Number 9, Animal Kingdom Oasis. Animal Kingdom is perhaps the most immersive park, and because of that, there are lots of little places to hide away, get away from the crowds, or just really experience the beauty of this park's design. Rafiki's Planet Watch is the Tom Sawyer's Island of Animal Kingdom, and as of right now, unlike Tom Sawyer's Island, it's not going anywhere. Hop on a train and find yourself way out of the crowds. The best place to find seating is right outside of the petting zoo. I have been here on the busiest days and I have never not been able to find a table. There's also AC and a whole covered building out there for if it rains. Another secret spot is a little side area near Caravan Road with shade and seating. And we certainly missed Disney Kite Tales, which was the show that happened in the lagoon in front of me. But this whole area that I'm sitting in is so much free seating. It's more free seating than will ever be needed. It's amazing. Just across the water, Flame Tree Barbecue has a beautiful, huge seating area that's very comfortable. And the seats behind Drinkwalla are awesome too, although that can be a little more difficult to grab a seat. There are so many family traditions that are truly hidden gems in Animal Kingdom. For instance, walking through the Tree of Life garden to get the absolute best view and pictures of the Tree of Life, as well as look at some of those animal carvings up close. Another tradition that I personally love is spotting the walking tree Divine. One of my favorite Disney memories is the first time I ever saw Divine, when I was walking in the back of the park and the tree in front of me just came to life and started walking in front of me. It was one of the most magical things I'd ever seen, and to this day is one of the reasons that I love Disney World. Here's a tradition from our editor, Sam. Step 1, get an Ngumu Jungle Juice from Dawa Bar, also a favorite of mine. Step 2, get on a train to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Step 3, chug your jungle juice before you get to the petting zoo. You can drink and eat on the train. And step 3, pet the piggies and goats, post jungle juice. Most people also don't know that you can make Kali River Rapids even worse, or better, for the people who are riding it by using water guns on the bridge above the end of the ride. Kali River Rapids is also one of only 2 places in Disney World where you can utilize free lockers. You can use free lockers while you ride Kali River Rapids to make sure that your stuff stays dry. Another fun side feature are the behind-the-scenes tours. There are super fun behind-the-scenes tours at Animal Kingdom that are way more unique at this park than the others. One of the most popular is the Wild Africa Trek, which Emma and her husband did and they absolutely adored. You get to walk across suspended bridges on Kilimanjaro safaris, get up close and personal with the animals, and even have dinner out on the safari. Finally, what's more of a hidden secret than a secret bar? A couple of our team members like heading to the back of Harambe Market, where you can find a secret bar with a couple of very delicious specialty drinks. Behind me are restrooms, but behind that are our next hidden gem. Yes, there is a hidden club here in Animal Kingdom, just like there is in Magic Kingdom. This club is available to Club 33, a members-only experience that is very pricey. Club 33 has a very long wait list, and it's rumored to have very, very high annual fees to join. But lots of fun perks when you do get in. This is something you'll see celebrities and those that are on the richer side having access to. That secret club is right behind me, and it is one of the very few places in Disney World that I have never been and may never go. Here in Animal Kingdom, the club's location is called Harambe House, and it is what looks like an incredibly beautiful lounge from what I can see through the trees. This is the one that I'm like, man, maybe I do need to start playing the lottery so I can join Club 33. This lounge looks incredible. The location is right behind me in Africa, and it was built to match the theming, so it's very beautiful. So secret that even I can't get in, can't break the gate. I've tried Just kidding. I didn't try to break the gate. Don't try to break the gate. Next up, unique merchandise. There is some specialty merchandise in Animal Kingdom that is unlike anything you'll find anywhere else in Disney World. The Mombasa Marketplace here in Africa is home to not only some of the most beautiful merchandise in Disney World, but also some that's on the more pricey side. Keep an eye out for the artwork. There was once a lion painting here that was worth over $5,000. But the real hidden gem I want to talk about are these specialty handcrafted items you can find from African artisans right here. Just outside of Mombasa Marketplace, you'll find a few stalls where artists actually do work on the wood carvings and jewelry that you can buy here in the park. It might be the perfect souvenir for someone who might not be the biggest Disney fan in the world, but wants something unique and special. And even if you think you might not want to buy a souvenir from here, I do recommend stopping by and speaking to the artists and watching them work. Right now, Joshua is the artist over there doing the wood carving, and it is incredible to watch him carve the panther that he is carving. It is really cool. This is one of my favorite hidden gems because it's another example where the hidden gems are really the people. And number 5 is one of the biggest tips to making the most of Animal Kingdom that you cannot go without. Our next hidden gem is Animal Kingdom in the morning. And yes, all the parks are fun in the morning, especially if you get here right when they open, because that's when the lines are the shortest. But Animal Kingdom is special. This gym will help you maximize the time in this park, and honestly, I don't think you can do Animal Kingdom without it. Skip the most popular ride. It can seem impossible to avoid using your smartphone in Disney World, but in Animal Kingdom, you almost never need it. If you arrive in the morning at Disney's Animal Kingdom, even if it's not at that super early rope drop time, and choose to skip Flight of Passage, the most popular ride in the park right behind me, you can get on every other ride in the park with very short waits with relative ease. I have done this many times in different ride challenges, and you can check out my most recent example of this when you watch my Everything in Disney World or Else episode coming out this Saturday. The other best part about the morning in Animal Kingdom is that the animals tend to be very active, especially during the cooler months. A lot of the animals that you can see here are nocturnal and tend to be a little snoozy during the day, but very active in the night. But very active when it's that transition time early in the morning. Then, after you skip Flight of Passage, you're not skipping it all together. You can ride it at night as one of the last guests to get in line 1 minute before the park closes or close to that, and you'll typically get to ride it with a very short wait. In my experience, it's usually around 25 minutes compared to the 95 plus it can get during the day. Now, it is always a risk to push something to the very end of the night, especially if you only have one day in that park, because rides can go down. Flight of Passage doesn't go down all that often, but if it is an absolute total must-do, you might still want to rope drop it or buy the Lightning Lane single pass for it to skip the line, which is my recommendation. But skipping it first thing in the morning can mean sleeping in a bit and getting to see the animals the most active that they will be all day, so it's hard to pass that up. Plus short lines on every other ride. Look, caffeine is a must for a lot of us in Disney World, whether it's with soda or coffee. Keeping those energy levels up when you are navigating the parks can be tricky because it's a lot of walking. And Animal Kingdom is actually one of my favorite parks for coffee. Not only are there 2 Joffrey's locations, one outside the front gate and one over in Asia, there's also a Starbucks location that doesn't get the super long lines like the other parks. That's right behind me here at Creature Comforts. This does have a hidden gem coffee with the flat white, but a portion of the proceeds do go to Cotton Top Tamarinds, as you can see just across from the coffee spot. Also here on Discovery Island, you can head to Isle of Java for a Vietnamese coffee, which is another hidden gem for sure. Flame Tree Barbecue and Pizza Safari are great for a quick stop if you just need a hot, regular, or decaf coffee. There's also a special Africa coffee at Tamu Tamu Refreshments. Another quick spot for coffee is Harambe Market with regular and decaf coffee. And Satuli Canteen in Pandora also has regular hot coffee options. Finally, in Dinoland, our soon-to-be extinct land, you can grab some hot Joffrey's coffee at Restaurantosaurus. A whole hidden land. Some of my favorite rides in Animal Kingdom are only accessible for part of the day, and they're only accessible by taking quite the journey. We've mentioned it a bit already, but had you heard of Rafiki's Planet Watch before this video? There are 3 different attractions at Rafiki's Planet Watch that most people skip when they're in Animal Kingdom, and I think they are worth a stop. For one, the Wildlife Express train right behind me. If you want to do anything at Rafiki's Planet Watch, you're gonna need to take this train. It's the only way to get there, as this hidden land is about 1 mile from the rest of Animal Kingdom. The train actually shows you some backstage areas for totally free, unlike those pricier behind the scenes tours we've talked about. You can also find a petting zoo called the Affection Section, the only place in Animal Kingdom where you can actually touch and interact with the animals. Frankly, a must for kiddos. And you can find the Animation Experience, which is a class where Disney artists will teach you how to draw Disney characters. It is very fun, and you're probably more talented than you think you are. But keep in mind, this does close early. You'll notice no one's around me, and that's because the last train departs at 4:30 p.m. Number 2, a hidden kingdom. Yes, Animal Kingdom is a kingdom of itself, but there was supposed to be another kingdom that never never came to pass, and hints of it still reside here today. Beastly Kingdom was supposed to be where Pandora is today, and it would have been a land dedicated to mythical creatures. You would have seen dragons, unicorns, and sea monsters, and it mostly never happened due to budget cuts. Instead, we got Camp Mini Mickey, which used to be the area where Rafiki's Planet Watch is. That area was mostly filled with meet and greets and not really the magical, mystical experience that Beastly Kingdom was expected to be. There would have been two realms in Beastly Kingdom, a good and evil realm. The good realm would have had the attraction Quest of the Unicorn, which would have been a mythological maze leading to a grotto where the unicorn lived. There also would have been a Fantasia-based boat ride, as well as potential attractions like the mini adventures of Winnie the Pooh. The evil side has maybe my personal biggest thing that I wish had happened, and a coaster called Dragon's Tower. Maybe some of the ideas for this will get used in the upcoming Villains Land in Magic Kingdom, but man, I wish I could ride a dragon roller coaster right now, right here. Emma wrote my shot list, and she's in agreement with me that we both wish Beastly Kingdom would have happened over Pandora. We love Pandora, but Beastly Kingdom would have been better. Nods that you can see today include the dragon featured in the park sign, as well as dragons on benches around the park, and there is a parking area called Unicorn, which doesn't make a lot of sense with the current theme, but it does if you know about Beastly Kingdom. Number 1, short-lived attractions that can still be seen. There are a couple of extinct Animal Kingdom attractions that you can actually still see in this park. There was once an attraction that used to take you to every land of the park, acting a little bit like the Magic Kingdom train. This was called Discovery Riverboats, and it sailed all throughout this river right behind me. It was a very relaxing, scenic ride that gave you glimpses at animal exhibits and the beautiful theming of Animal Kingdom. It also was supposed to have glimpses of Beastly Kingdom before that area was scrapped. For instance, you'd run into an animatronic dinosaur near Dinoland and then move on to see a dragon in a cave that would blow smoke out at you, as well as a unicorn standing on the shoreline. Unfortunately, that wasn't how the riverboats turned out after Beastly Kingdom was scrapped. With the budget cuts, almost every effect of this ride was cut. You did have the option to get off in each land, but you could not do a full lap. You had to do it in 2 halves, getting off on one end and getting off at the other. You could see a unicorn statue, and that stone dragon had water pouring out of its mouth. But all of the cool, exciting effects they had planned didn't come to be. What's really cool is that Asia was still being built when this ride was running, so the guide would tell you a little bit about what was to come. And the dinosaur animatronic near Dinoland did come to be, and you can still see it to this day on the dinosaur ride, at least for now until that ride closes. The iguanodon that you save is actually the dinosaur animatronic that you could see with the riverboats. And you can still see the docks all around Animal Kingdom. In fact, many of them make for great spots to take photos with the Tree of Life or step out of the crowds. I wish that we got this in its full form, and I wish it was still here. I love a method of transportation attraction because these parks are big. And it's a lot of walking, so I really wish we had a boat to get from place to place, whether it had a fire-breathing dragon or not. Although I really wish it had a fire-breathing dragon. If you're still here, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming Disney World tips.